Hello everybody, this is Purge, bringing you first-person replay commentary. I'm going to be playing Sniper today. I know I just put out a Sniper video about 2 months ago, which was relatively short speaking, but I did a very different build this game than I did the last Sniper game I made. The last Sniper game I made 2 months ago, I'll link that in the drop-down box below. I went for a Lothar's Manta, which is very different than the Lothar's Desolator that I picked up this game. So we can talk about that later. For now, we're into the game. I ran him, of course, because I ran him all the time. I'm going to go for a Salve Tango start, as well as a Wraith Band and 3 Ironwood Branches. This is about the most inexpensive, well, with starting gold, this is going to give you the most damage possible, still having fair regen. If I wouldn't have had random gold, I probably would have started with maybe like a Ring of Protection, 3 Ironwood Branches, and a Salve Tango. And then when you go to the side shop, you can build a Basilius out of the Ring of Protection, and that gives you the 6 damage. So that would give you a total of 9. This gives you a total of 9 plus 3, which is 12, and it's a little bit cheaper, and I have it at all levels. So the extra agility is pretty nice for damage, and attack speed is not horrible in the late game either. So, okay, a couple updates about things. I woke up like, 40 minutes ago? It's like 6 p.m. right now. It feels like morning. This is weird, and unfortunately I'm actually done casting the Alienware Cup for the rest of it, actually. So I'm going to be done casting for a while. And this means that my schedule is now completely dicked because I've been staying up till like 9 a.m. to cast. So hopefully things get back to normal before MLG this weekend. If you guys are going, let me know. I'm pretty excited to go. I'll probably at least once or twice make my whereabouts publicly known on Twitter or something like that. So if you guys want to come say hi, I'll probably go stand somewhere and tweet about it. If you guys happen to be at Anaheim, I think the MLG tickets are like $35. So if you guys live in the area, I'd recommend going. It's pretty fun for an esports event, even if you don't go like multiple days or something. I'll be there the whole weekend though. I'm really excited though. Okay, so Sniper looks like I have a solo safe lane. I convinced everybody to go for an aggressive tri-lane. This is a Morphling, Visage, and Venge tri-lane, which is actually a really good tri-lane aggressively. So since I'm in the same, since I'm in a safe lane, I don't really know who's going to be here. If you look at their hero matchups, it could be just about anybody. They don't really have an obvious off lane, so it's very likely that I'll get dueling this game, which means I'm going to have to play really safe. And that is actually what ends up happening. It is going to be a duel lane here. It's usually important to block the creeps about this area when you're playing the safe lane, because otherwise the creep wave would be somewhere down here, which is a little bit less safe. Usually, especially as a sniper, positioning is extremely important, and you need to stand as close to the tower at all times, just because otherwise there's a pretty darn good chance you're going to get dived and killed. In terms of skill build, it really depends on what you want to do with the hero. Generally, by far the max build is going to be max headshot and max take aim. Sometimes I will grab shrapnel levels when I feel like having some disable or slows. And now I see what the duel lane is, and I'm scared out of my mind because those two heroes are absolutely terrifying. Basically, the situation is that PA has extremely good dive capabilities. She can throw the Stifling Dagger and then blink. You guys saw it in my recent PA video. Diving somebody is very easy, and Sniper is a hero that cannot get away very easily when dived. A little to point out some of his weaknesses, his base damage is actually pretty darn low in the early game if we compare this to what PA is working with. Turns out PA also has terrible damage, but as a hero, Sniper doesn't have very much damage, he doesn't have very much survivability, so getting dived is scary. If they can close the gap onto you, and they have any gold advantage, your game is done, basically, because they're going to kill you repeatedly. And this gets extra scary because of the fact that they have a PA and a Jakiro, because PA can initiate, Jakiro can follow up with the Ice Path. It's pretty scary stuff. I do kind of want to try to steal these last hits if possible, but a lot of them are going to be tough to take, and at this point, this is pretty much all I can do is pull one creep over, so I honestly can't leave the lane. I have to hide by the tower, and I can't really go much other places than that. In that case, I was able to come snag the creep because I knew that Jakiro was pulling and the Phantom Assassin was taking the creeps under tower, but largely I have to be very careful, which is why I grabbed take aim first. And now I just want as much bonus range as possible because I would need to make sure that I'm able to stay safe at all times. So, gonna miss that last hit. I don't remember what I grabbed now. Yep, I grabbed a little bit more take aim here. It doubles the range, so it puts me up to 700. So this means that I have pretty good juke capabilities. If I can stay close to this tree group, I can either juke in this spot or I can juke in this spot. And these are basically my safety nets, and I need those two spots to have some survivability against these guys. When possible, I will hit PA with headshot or right clicks. It is pretty useful to get that extra damage in. This does physical, by the way. So physical damage output from headshot means it's just based on right clicks. And you can also stack this with Desolator, which I did end up getting later this game. I wanted to try it out because I'd seen it before in somebody else's match, and it looked really good personally. So I am last hitting a little bit badly, but it is tough against a PA when I'm more worried about positioning than last hitting. His animation's actually really good. I should have gotten that last hit. I was a little too late for that, but I have 2 levels of headshot now, so if I do proc this, it does 40 physical damage. Now, one cool thing about headshot that was recently buffed was that if you proc headshot, it can't be evaded, and this is the perfect lane to show that this is good. I'm basically solo versus the PA right now, which is a little scary. I don't think this is smart for them because Sniper is a better solo hero, even if I miss a billion last hits. I'm getting a lot of extra damage into him, which is great. Like, he can't harass me nearly as well as I can harass him, basically. Like, he could do a blink dagger jump on me or something like that, but my HP is really full. If they just had another support here, they could guarantee that they kill me in lane. It was pretty stupid for me to buy boots, I guess, from the courier, but I guess I was probably worried about Jakiro being around, so I played a little safe. So yeah, the way that the headshot works is if the headshot procs, he doesn't evade. Now, if we look at PA really quick and her skills, if she maxes out Blur, she has a 20% or 40% evasion. She should have picked up one level of this, by the way, I think for sure. I do reduce the effectiveness of the evasion by 40% because of headshot. So at level 4, at 40 of evasion, I think I did the math earlier, it's like 10% of 40, which is 4 times 4. So it's 16% of her evasion is wasted, essentially. She's going to dive on me. Whenever this happens, you have to fight her. You have to right-click. I did take an ice path, but a couple more hits on her, and I should almost be able to kill her, I think. And I did almost. If you're not moving, you might as well attack, basically. And I knew that I was in a lot of trouble, so I had to pop a salve. So I popped the salve here. Don't really know who the Magnus is. I'm trying to put some headshots on him to protect him. It looks like things are going to be okay. But you got to right-click, basically. And the reason I grabbed more headshot levels is take aim has been useful, but when he does dive on me, range isn't going to do anything, so I need to get as much DPS as possible out. So, with the headshot proc now, it does 65 physical, which means I do have possibilities to kill enemy heroes. And like, look at this. One hit like that does 90 or 65 physical damage. This is like harassing an extra hit, essentially. I'm missing some last hits, but lane control is the most important thing that I can have right now. Poor Man's Shield does block a lot of the damage as well. Actually, he went Tranquil and Stout Shield. So he does block a lot of the damage from when I right-click him, but if the headshot procs in it, basically gives me double damage hit. It's really nice. I opted to pick up a belt to try and strength next, because I need to have my survivability as high as possible, as fast as possible. If I get dived, the extra HP is needed. I will be building treads this game. In most cases, I like building phase on Sniper. The reason I went treads this game was, like, the extra movement speed is not going to save me. And now I'm going to start doing some right-clicking, some heavy right-clicking on PA because I have my ulti. This should give me a possibility to get a kill. If I get a bunch of headshot procs and lower his HP to a lower range, then I should be able to combo this with an ulti and score a kill. So there we go. Treads are picked up. I can tread switch these to Agi when I'm looking to score kills on enemy heroes, like right now. How many headshots will I get? He actually went way too far forward there, trying to get another last hit. And I got 2 headshots on him, and that should be a kill. So that's basically how Sniper gets a kill in lane. Maxing headshot first. If you can get a couple procs off and mini stuns and bonus damage, and you get them below the, like, 355. Let's do the quick math on this, just to get the exact numbers. But we'll do 355 times 0.75. So that's going to do 266 magic damage. Anything below 266, you can kill somebody with their ulti. So with your level 1 ulti, which is pretty good. So I just have to harass the PA down below that level, and I should be set. I pick up a Sage's Mask now because I'm anticipating burning a lot of mana with my ulti. Can try harassing the PA down again. Getting that kill is really big though, because it will allow me to snowball a slight amount. I still can get shut down from this because any dual lane ganking combo is going to screw me over, but it really just kind of demonstrates that Sniper is a decent 1v1 hero, assuming you get an okay start. And it did help a lot that I did random, so the extra 9 damage makes a big difference. I wasn't quite sure if I want to do Shrapnel at all, though, because his ability to gap close on me is impenetrable. Like, I can't do anything about it. His Blink Strike, he'll jump right on top of me. Does he have evasion yet? He doesn't. This is a big mistake from him, I think. And he's now kind of shifted into harassing and last hitting with dagger, because he knows that I can easily harass him in melee range when he goes in melee range. I'm going to get more levels of take aim here. I should be able to bring myself a Ring of Protection soon. Ring of Protection, of course, would make a Ring of Basilius, and that would also stack up with the Wraith Band. But actually, a Sage's Mask right now does more mana regen than a Robe of the, or than a, what is it called? Ring of Basilius would. Ring of Basilius, when you have that, it gives you more mana regen if you have less than 33 int than a Sage's Mask. So at this point, with my int being higher than 33, I actually get more mana regen out of the plain Sage's Mask than the Ring of Aquila or the Ring of Basilius. Again, more headshots on him. He's not going to have a fun lane, basically. From here on out, it's not going to be a good time. Probably want to keep my HP full. I should be using a tango right now, I think. Sometimes doing the double deny is really good against ranged CSers like that. They won't necessarily anticipate getting into position. Kind of letting him get a lot of these CS. Possible mistake here. And this should be, yep, my ring of protection will be purchased, and let's see if I make anything else. I'm not sure. I played this game like a week ago. Okay, I went for a wand. He does throw a lot of daggers, so getting my wand charges up will be nice. And on top of that, just extra survivability for when I do get dived and have a chance of just simply dying because the guy's better at diving than me. Looks like we have a TP from Jakiro coming, so here's the time where we get to find out if I die, guys. Alright, there's a Jakiro. I am so dead. There's no way I survive this, right? Yeah, I'm so dead. So easy death on me. As soon as Jakiro showed up, I needed to run. I can't believe I stayed that long, but that's the problem. If I get dived, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna get away at that point. If they have, what, 4 levels of dagger? He still doesn't have blur. This guy's an idiot. There's no way this is acceptable. I think in all cases where your opponent has at least some ranged harass, you should grab 1 level of blur, because it's 20% evasion, that's 1/5. Obviously, some of that is wasted by my headshot. In fact, it's 8%, so you'd only get 12% evasion out of it, but I still think it's worth it. The pickup is needed, I think. So there's my Aquila. I'll bring my TP scroll. So my survivability is now 900 when I do strength tread switch, and I can go back to lane and hopefully get some more levels and not feed. Looks like I was waiting for an extra TP scroll. Yeah. So shift Q TP back into lane. Miss some last hits. Miss all the last hits. I wasn't kidding. I missed all the last hits, guys. Almost level 9 though. Still have to be careful. I could use my ulti to just harass down the PA. That's one thing that I can do. I probably should be doing that. My mana's full. I can tread switch and cast the ulti. Apparently I was focused a lot more on last hitting than anything else. I'm still sitting really far back as well. I don't necessarily want to go into melee range or closer to the creep wave. I don't want to go any closer than I have to, basically. My attack range is 775 right now, so I'm pretty safe, but I need to make sure that I don't get dived. I really should be spamming my ulti, though. This is a big mistake that I was making. As soon as I came back into lane, I should have channeled up the assassinate immediately, because you get extra mana regen from the TP. So I could be lowering his HP down. He does have a tranquil boots, so any ulti that I put on him would maybe hurt him a bit, but and now here comes a dive. Yep. Again, I'm getting dived on, so I might as well attack. I didn't get any headshots there, I think. Is he gonna die though? Oh, he is actually. So he ends up dying. Jakiro ended up leaving right when the dive came, so I end up survive. I thought I was gonna die there, honestly, when he first dived on me. Luckily for me though, he was a little overzealous and the Jakiro wasn't here, so was able to get another kill. I didn't get very many headshots on him, but the tower did hit him a couple times, so all worked out nicely. Some stuff going on bot. I was considering TPing for this. Only if they go really far. Like right there, I could have TP'd. So all looks okay. PA's back top. I'm going to use an ulti to try to lower his HP a bit. Again, I should have done this a long time ago. As you see, it does do 266 damage. I'm going to switch to strength treads at all other times. Very important that I do this, because if I do take any harass or damage or get dived on, the extra HP might make the difference. Looks like I've got an ulti up again. There we go. See a tread switch right before I took the damage. Can teach him a little something about bonus damage, especially now that I've hit a second ulti. Oh man, look at all the headshot levels. I was like, is this gonna kill him? Don't know. So got a couple headshots again and was able to ulti him down. Damage goes up to 505, which if we do the math on that one, 505 times 0.75 equals 378.75 damage. So now I just have to get him below that total. I think his HP total is like 850 or something at tops, so looking a lot better for me. Does he have evasion levels yet? Oops. He does. He does finally have a blur level. Should have had this earlier. Since the wave's all pushed up, I want to just jungle a bit, and you can do this just by kind of kiting the wave. I'm going to be losing some HP here, but keeping my farm up is pretty important, or at least attempting to. I love my set so much. I think this sniper set looks fantastic. It's not a full set, actually. It's kind of a mismatch of stuff, but I like how long the gun is, and I like the little the goggles. I think are great as well. All right, so I've got items coming out now. I didn't see what those were, but we'll see them in a second. I think it's probably a claymore and a salve, I think, to get my HP up. Chachi's in position to throw a stun if the PA comes back to the lane. And for now, I'm just going to play really safe, because if PA jumped on me right now and got like 1, maybe 2 crits, I would die, guaranteed. So I'll just sit back. I did grab 1 stat level as well. It is a claymore and a salve, okay. It's a little dangerous because half my salve is... Yeah, if he would have daggered me there, I would have lost like 200 or 300 points of HP. Would have been pretty scary. But my HP is now maxed out. I have a claymore now, so I have an extra 24, 21 damage. Pretty good. I'll be making a Lothars with this, or a Shadow Blade. The reason I grab stats over Shrapnel again is because when you go... this is sometimes the right build, I think, for Sniper. I'm not really doing a whole lot of pushing. There's constantly like heroes in my lane that can dive me. Shrapnel is really not that useful for me scoring kills. This is really helpful, actually, for having him in lane, because I can easily bait out a dive here. He's off the map right now because he's not within range of me, but he is there, as you guys can see. So yeah, sometimes you just want to skip Shrapnel and you want to stack the stats on him. It can oftentimes be better just to get your HP up as far as possible. The extra int is really good, too. I know a lot of snipers like getting Drum on Sniper, because the extra mana is great, as is the HP and the agility. He's one of those int caster, or agi casters, sorry, that pretty much need everything. So, see a lot of heroes coming top, actually. See how much I can help out here. I think it's time to ulti. He's able to grab the Centaur. So, we see a big ulti. I was able to kill Centaur with my ulti. I probably should ultied a bit earlier, but it's okay. I've got, I think, mana for 2, and now we can get an accession. What's the word? We can assess the situation. I think I was targeting the Warlock. Oh no, I went for the... I was able to kill the Warlock with some attack moving. Now we're in trouble. We gotta kill this. Good, we killed that. Killing the Warlock Golem is pretty huge there, because... having that tanking and right-clicking me would have been pretty serious. I also have Empower now, which is great. This doesn't give me Cleave, of course, but I was able to pick up a Shadow Blade and a Healing Salve now. So, pretty nice pickup. Really good for me that I got 2 kills out of that. Just a bit of attack moving. I mean, the main reason that worked is because my opponents weren't attacking me. They're attacking other people, which allows me to stay alive and right-click from the side, and that's where Sniper gets really useful. And it's honestly the only way that he can be good, is if he doesn't take the damage. If he takes the damage, it costs a lot of items for him to get viable in that sense. Like, the last game that I played, I did a Lothars into a Manta style, in the attempt to be really difficult to kill here. They did have a ward over here. I remember trying to gank this Shakiro with my Shadow Blade, and I was like, that's weird. Why did he back all of a sudden? I was hoping for headshots. 0 headshots. There's a headshot. This might cost a lot. Oh, I misclicked. I forgot about that. I was really unhappy about that. I should have gotten that kill. I misclicked slightly. I needed 1 more right click. And the Warlock happened to be in position. But as you can see, they have a ward there. So that's how they spotted me out in the first place. I should have to go back to base from this. I was a little worried about dying. As you can see, I was like, run into the trees. I almost died there. I had to press Wand and Shadow Blade to stay alive, but it was a nice play by the Jakiro. If I would have gotten more headshots, I would have killed him, or not misclicked. But that is how things work out, guys. You have to do just about everything perfectly sometimes to get kills. So, TP to the top lane, which means I'm going to have to run all the way back. It looks like my TP is off cooldown, but it's not. That's incorrect. And I will use Shadow Blade to get there slightly faster. I should have used that while I exited the fountain so that I had more mana, but not a huge loss. But regardless, my Shadow Blade at this point is a really good pickup. If we look at my CS, I'm actually leading the game by 2. And I have a lot more kills than the PA, so that means I'm doing quite a bit better. I could actually go for team fights as well. I mean, that's why you should have a TP scroll at this point. I did end up picking up a Shrapnel level, by the way, because I figured my mana pool is good enough and I felt survivable enough that I could pick up a level. Again, I saw the Warlock, or I saw a hero. This was within the Observer Ward. And the reason I'm trying to get these kills, I mean, this is why you pick up the Shadow Blade in the first place. It does give you a ton of offensive capabilities. Like, if he was still in lane, I could have positioned myself where I just was and just right-clicked him until he died, and there was very little chance that he would have survived that. So, if you do get the Shadow Blade, you should be able to snowball kills a bit, but very wisely on them, they put a ward in the lane, and it prevented me from diving. There's a team fight going on bot, which I should be there for. So, I'll start the TP now. It's a little late, but not too bad. And luckily, we should be able to kill this guy if we get a stun. Attack moving between attacks is super important as well. There we go. I just did the ulti. I wanted to guarantee I got the kill. So, snagged it. A worthy TP from me. Helped out the Venge. I don't know if Venge would have died either because it's a Tranquil Boots on the guy, but we gotta kill this Inferno. Or we'll just kill the hero. Really, I should have channeled the ulti there. We gotta kill this Infernal. The extra attack speed from Shadowblade is really nice too. And after this game, I really am coming over the idea of getting treads over phase. Like, phase is so good for positioning, but the extra attack speed that you get out of treads really increases your damage output by a massive amount. It's pretty much about headshot anyways, so. I left my Shrapnel level at 1 just so that I can cast it if needed, but not necessarily commit. I'm going to cast my ulti on the Necrolite because I kind of wanted to leave the lane anyways, and that's going to force him to spend a lot more mana to keep his HP up. My mana is going to be too low for a while though. But I'm going to tread switch, and that'll give me enough for another ulti if needed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, my movement speed's really slow as well, 345. Snipers all around are really hard to play at higher levels because people are so good at diving and things like that. Makes it pretty tough. That looks like a dead Jakiro.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So for now, I'm just kind of sitting back. I could go back to the top lane if I wanted to. There's still a lot of Radiant heroes just hiding under the tier 1 tower. I think that's not very good play from them. They should be more dynamic about leaving the lane. And then we saw 3 heroes and we're like, holy crap, there's 3 heroes here. We didn't think they were going to be because they hadn't shown in a while. And it looked like our push gave up. So I think I'm TPing the bot lane now, or top lane. I would like to do that. I wish I was doing that. It's not happening just yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So I'm going to ulti the Necrolite, I guess. I haven't done anything in a while. I think this is a mistake to stay bot so long. I should have left. I should have gone top lane, where the PA is farming. If I would have just TP'd to the top lane and got the CS there, it would have been really useful. And now I'm teleporting. Way late. So, another example of me actually not adjusting as well. I picked up a second level Shrapnel here to double the damage, basically. But I believe that I stopped putting points into this for quite a while. But that's basically why I got a second point. In case I wanted to push with it, it does twice the damage now. Which makes it pretty efficient. The mana cost doesn't go up either, so whatever. I'll put the points in it. So I pick up a TP scroll now. My mana is still pretty low, but it is regenning. See if I can take the tower out here. It's a bit scary to commit to this, but I was able to. I was really, I mean, the Jakir got there just in time. So really close. This should allow me to start my Desolator. I pick up a Mithril Hammer and a Clarity Potion because I want to get my mana back up. Mithril Hammer, obviously very important. Gives me an extra 24 damage as well, which is not bad for the right click. That is a Centaur ulti somewhere. Attack moving is really fun on Sniper though, because your attack speed's pretty high here. I can't really get to that team fight too fast, so I'm just going to farm for now. It looks like Morphling gets the last hit on the tower. So now we are owning. Good times. I love when his gun is pointed like sideways and the bullet comes out and hits the enemy hero. It's so cool. I know it's just like, it's technically like a bad design of graphics, but I don't know, I like it. It's like no other way to get rid of it without making your turn radius be ridiculous. Or inaccurate. It was like that in Warcraft 3 Dota as well though. I liked it. Guess who's not missing last hits as much, guys? Alright, never mind. I figured that was going to happen. Every time I jinx myself, it's over. Missed that one. So there's a Clarity Potion, transfer this back. Alright, so that's going to get me pretty much full mana. The extra 100 mana out of the Clarity will help. So, I hit moderately hard now. I already took the top tower, so me sitting up here isn't super useful, but getting the extra CSs. Did that perfectly to miss the last hit. Morphling is Onion, apparently. So I'm going to queue up the Desolator. Their heroes are generally pretty squishy, actually, to minus armor. Necrolite doesn't have that much armor. Jakiro doesn't have much armor. Centaur has a lot of HP. I don't know why I denied that instead of getting the last hit, but I did. Man, I am just getting really sloppy with last hits now. But a lot of their heroes are pretty sensitive to a possible Deso Sniper. Pretty happy with things. I'm going to keep getting stats, though, because my HP is still not very good. I was a little disappointed with how many kills I was able to get with Shadowblade. I wasn't able to really snowball off of that. I snowballed at the weird times. Like, I snowballed in lane before I had that much farm. That was very unusual. I wasn't expecting to do that well in lane. I mean, it's such a scary lane, but I mean, watching the replay, the main reason that it worked out for me is because the Jakiro left. He just left the lane, and that allowed me to just get solo kills on the PA and outfarm him and outlevel him. I mean, if I hit 6 before a PA, and I can do an ulti combo off some headshot harass, like, sure, I'll take that any day. But in most cases, Sniper is not going to have a good game, and it's very easy to have hero counters, like diving heroes, for example. I would say PA is a hero counter, but the lane matchup was not. Me solo versus the PA is in my favor. So I'm looking for some camps. Can't find any. Got 800 gold now. Looks like a fight's gonna happen mid though, so I might want to show for that one. Hey.
My friend Becky.
Hello.
This is Kevin. Kevin Becky.
How's it going? So, I hit level 15 now. Still getting stat levels. My ulti is almost level 3 as well. So now it does 655. If we talk about my kill range now. Times 0.75. 491 damage. That is insane, guys. It's like a 500 pure damage nuke. The cooldown's pretty low on it as well, down to 10 seconds. So, in the late game scenario, you can definitely be spamming this just about whenever. Want to TP as soon as the initiation comes. I'm a little late. I'm actually getting pretty close. Should be able to kill Centaur, I think, yeah. I did get dusted, this is scary. So, mistakes made by me there. I think after the Centaur died, I needed to back off and play a lot safer. So despite snowballing a bit, it just shows the perfect example of how scary that guy is. Like, if I get dived on, no matter how much farm I have, I can still die pretty easy. He actually doesn't have soul assumption, so... Or at least not much damage. I don't think he can get that kill. I do almost have the Deso, though. About 100 gold away. If I would just... I should have just ran behind my team, I think. You should always be behind your team, or not the focus of the team fight, so my positioning wasn't quite perfect there. After I killed the Centaur, I should have just backed up, and instead I started right-clicking. Like, the dust screwed me over. Maybe I was just expecting to be able to use Lothars to not get killed, but... We actually have a Dagon on Visage. I didn't realize he got this. God, I was still dead. I was so sad. And then this jerk takes my farm. I wanted that. So I'm going to have to run back to lane now. That is when I did confirm that he had a Dagon. Looks like we're going to lose the mid tower. Small mistake from us there. Don't think I was planning to save the Magnus. I thought he was going to be fine, I think. I thought he was going to skewer or something, but it didn't happen. I'm a mere 30 gold away. I feel Sniper is actually pretty good against Centaur. I mean, if Centaur gets in melee range, it's a bad situation, but if I'm at range, I do a lot of physical damage with the Desolator. I can reduce his armor. Deso recently buffed to do -7 armor, by the way, so slightly better. See if I can defend Chachi here. Putting some hits on him are really important. So I'll do some nuke here. Always tread switching before your ulting, of course. That was way too far forward. What am I doing? Oh my god. Holy crap. Should be dead right now. That was insane. Way too close. I didn't tread switch there because I'm bad. It's time to fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm not happy with my position this fight. What am I waiting for? Deny? Yeah, I was waiting for the deny. I knew the P8 was over here, so I decided to go fight him. I don't know if this is the right choice. I maybe should have fought with my allies. Looks like everything's going okay, though. Do put a little slow on him, but... Alright. I don't think I played that team fight very well at all. I needed to, first of all, I got way too close to the tier 2. Way too close. And I got dusted. I should have died there, probably. And when I came back into the fight, I just did a lot of standing around. Way too much standing around. I should have just gone for the double hit. I was basically waiting for somebody to hit the tower, I think, so I could deny it. I did end up denying it, but I spent like 3 seconds just standing there. I could have been right-clicking or something. Played it way too safe. Screw you, catapult. I hit pretty hard as well for about 200, so... Again, all of my survivability items and things, they're completely countered by a dust, so, and a little gap closer, so I'm still really not that survivable despite being insanely farmed. Where do you take the tier 1? So there's not really a big point for me to be pushing down there, but I can actually move into the jungle fairly safely at this point. And since I have 2 allies in the jungle, I could also stay for a while, most likely. My mana's pretty low, though. As you put your ulti up to level 3, the mana cost gets pretty insane, so... How much empower are we working with right now? Level 4, so I get 50% extra damage, which is about 50 damage. Pretty serious. That is a warlock. Perfect timing there. It was really crucial that we got that kill too, because the centaur used his ulti on it to try to save him. But we still killed him. Still getting more stat levels because my HP is terrible. And now I'm going to ranged harass the tower, which does an insane amount of damage. Pretty easy kill. At this point, as long as I have Shadow Blade, or not Shadow Blade, yeah, Shadow Blade, I should be okay. I would like to have my ulti up, but my right click now is pretty serious, so the extra mana really helps there. Looks like Morphling killed PA in the top lane. Not sure what items he has. Yeah, he does have an EB. So, where am I at? There I am. Where am I? Oh, I apparently was leaving. I thought we were not pushing. My mistake. God, it would have been nice to be there too. I remember seeing the ulti and I was like, oh yeah, I want to right click these guys. But I thought we were backing for some reason. I don't know why. So, I lose. I did cast a shrapnel, guys, so I got at least 1 assist there. But we have a pretty big advantage at this point, and we should just be able to shell the base and hopefully win the game. Got the last hit. I found this cute little spot here. Watch this. It's not great, guys. I'm not high ground. I'm on the low ground. I can shoot the barracks. I was so ready to take harass. I was like, wow, he just rocked me. I actually did not get dusted here. But I'm considering killing the rocks. Apparently I can 3-shot them with a headshot. This looks really bad. Alright, I died. Again, can't be the one to get initiated on, guys. Ends up badly for you. Our Morphling stayed alive. Chachi stayed alive, surprisingly. Get a bunch of kills. I wasn't expecting the Blink Dagger, I think. I almost killed both Infernal Rocks, but I guess I should have just ran away. I was hoping my team would be more aggressive there, honestly. So once the rocks dropped, I think my team was playing a little too afraid this game, though. Like, when you have a sniper on your team, it's nice to have tanky heroes, at least something that can be up in the melee range. Like, force them to get initiated on. If I'm the first hero, like the first hero farthest out on my team, it's very easy for me to get killed. And sometimes my playstyle doesn't align with what my team what my team maybe could be doing to keep me more protected. Even just like a counter initiation stun on the centaur to prevent him from doing a full combo would have been huge. Like, he was going to get the stomp off no matter what, but stopping the double edge could have maybe kept me alive. Things like that. Lots of little things you can do to keep someone alive. So I have 2,700 now. I don't remember what I'm buying. It's like I'm going to sell my wand and go... Okay, I think I was going for an MKB. MKB obviously preventing PA from ever dodging any of more of my right clicks. Pretty useful. It also allows you to hit uphill without missing, so I can use it to siege Raxes. Things like that. Maybe my team should have pressured more on the bot Raxes as well. Like, I was trying to take out the melee barracks, but I had to back up because I would have died. So I pick up a Demon Edge. I'm going straight damage items. It's a little greedy. I think going BKB, at least in this game, is not needed. It would have been nice against Centaur, actually, but I'm definitely focusing a lot more on right clicks. It's a dead hero. He's got Aghanims and Dagon. It's pretty good. I don't think Snake and Roshan is going to be possible right now, despite doing like really good damage. This looks really scary. We do so much damage though. Alright, they didn't notice. We saw their heroes come in and out. Alright, so we'll be able to grab an Aegis at least. This is really nice. You guys have been watching me die, I'm sure, so survivability will be great. And I'm going to queue up a MKB now. If I really wanted to, I maybe could have gotten an MKB immediately instead of a Desolator. I think the Desolator is... I think Deso is really good, though. I mean, the amount of damage that it does. It applies the minus armor before your first hit, and Headshot does physical damage, so this is all boosted up by the minus 7 armor. I don't know. I think Deso is probably the best item for Sniper, though. Makes you really squishy. Like, it's not a damage item, but positioning is more important than anything else, so... And it looks cool, I mean. Can't pass that up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Did I just two-shot a sniper? Is that what happened? Was that a full HP? Wow, he stopped the... That was a huge kill. He stopped the Warlock Golems. I'm not really sure what my team's fighting, but let's do it. Pretty easy kill there.
You got peeped.
I don't know what that means. More stat levels. Alright, I have MKB coming now.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Shrapnel
under
for some tower damage here. Looks like they got another kill. Got like manted and they just kind of sat there. Gotta do so much damage per hit to that guy. Especially in a second when I get the MKB here.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
So I shouldn't have trouble hitting now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We're probably gonna get rocked, I bet. Yep. I want to just kill the Infernos really fast so we don't have to deal with them anymore. Now my right clicks become insane. So they weren't able to kill us in the first alpha, and after that, I mean I had Aegis anyways I guess, so I didn't really need to be scared. But bursting down the Warlock Golems really fast helps a lot, so I was really happy with this game. I was able to snowball in my lane, win my lane, which is sometimes rare for Sniper. Usually you're in a bad situation. But I snowballed with kills. I got Shadowblade, I got the Deso at a fairly reasonable time. I made a couple positioning mistakes, but Sniper is not forgiving at all. Like, it's very often that you're going to be out of position and end up dying as a result, so... It's kind of fun to, like, one-shot creeps, though. It's pretty cool. My damage looks really good at the moment, so... Pretty basic items as well, just Wand, Basey. Again, you can skip the Wraith Band if needed, but... I think I like this skill build, I like this item build a lot more than the Manta style one, personally. I think this does, like, makes you way stronger by far. Like, I always feel like when I have Manta and a Shadowblade that my damage output's actually really weak. Like, I don't feel strong at all. But when you grab the Deso, I feel really strong. I obviously can't, like, dispel things with Manta or, like, split push with it or whatever, but I just think Deso is so much better. I really think that the item should be core on Sniper. I don't care what survivability item you get, whether that's, like, a drum or, like, Manta style. Shadowblade's an option, either the one that I chose, but I think Deso should be a core damage item. The downside is games like this, like if Phantom Assassin did well this game, I would have had to go MKB first, because Deso wouldn't have cut it if she was actually scary, so there's little things like that we could talk about. But that's a sniper game. I hope you guys like the Slate variation. Again, if you want to check out my other sniper game, I'm going to link it down below. And I think that's it. Hopefully I'll get a video out tomorrow as well. I was unable to upload yesterday because I was pretty busy picking people up from the airports and stuff. But I am pretty much set for the rest of today. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Go follow me on Twitter or Facebook if you guys want to see what's going on. I'm sure I'll upload some pictures and talk about cool things happening at MLG this weekend. So thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about the lack of uploads, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye.